I remember talking to Jets sources after the 2021 season, and all they did was rave about the type of player that Mike Williams was, to the point where I was like, oh, this is going to be a guy the Jets target in free agency. One problem? They said he's not going to be there, and he wasn't. He was tagged by the Chargers and eventually extended. Well, a couple years later, the Jets finally have their guy. They've agreed to a contract with Mike Williams, adding finally to this offense a compliment to Garrett Wilson, and it is a big compliment. This is a player in Mike Williams who was among the best 50-50 ball guys in the entire NFL. In a clutch situation, throw it up there, and odds are he is going to come down with it. But if there is a concern, and it's among the reasons why the Chargers let him go, and among the reasons why the Jets were able to get him for the contract that they did, very low in guarantees, it's that there are injury issues with Mike Williams. And I'm not talking about the fact that he's played 15 or more games in 5 of 7 seasons. It's every year he's kind of dealing with something. Seriously, this is the list of them. 2019 he played, that was one of his best years. But then beginning in 2020, he had a hamstring issue. 2021, an AC joint. 2023, high ankle. Then he broke his back, and in 2024, he had the knee injury. The key is keeping Mike Williams on the field. If the Jets can do that, they are going to get a very, very good player. But again, the key, keep him on the field and be patient with that knee that he's still working his way back from. Joe Douglas deserves an immense amount of credit, not just for the way that he's infused this Jets roster with talent, but the way that he's done it on his price tag. This wasn't a situation where the Jets went out there and spent like crazy on the opening day or second day of free agency, handing out these massive contracts that were going to hurt the team in the long run. No, he waited, and then the players that he wanted to target, he found them on bargains. The result, specifically with this Jets offense, because we already know what their defense looks like, I don't necessarily know if there is a weak spot. There isn't one at quarterback where all-world passer Aaron Rodgers is expected back, but also if he gets hurt, the Jets have Tyrod Taylor. We all know what Breece Hall can do. Tyler Conklin and Jeremy Ruckert, that's a nice combination there at tight end. And now you add Mike Williams to a receiving trio of Garrett Wilson, Xavier Gibson, and Jason Brownlee, the 2 undrafted rookies from a year ago the Jets immensely high on. And that offensive line that we've all talked about being so porous, in need of a refortification, it has happened. Tyron Smith, John Simpson, Joe Tittman, Elijah Vera Tucker, and Morgan Moses, that group can be among the best in the NFL. You look at this totality of this Jets roster. Again, we know what the defense is capable of. Now the offense is caught up. As long as this group can stay healthy, the Jets have all the makings of a team that can be one of the 5 best in the entire NFL.